Hello, my name is Gabrielle Spossey, and on behalf of Music and Arts, I am proud to serve as the educational representative for the Phoenix Central School District. I would like to thank your teacher, Ms. Joanna Young, for the opportunity to share our rapid rental program with you today. I'm so glad that you're supporting your child's interest in music. Since 1952, filling the world with music has been our vision. We are the leading instrumental music provider chosen by educators across the country. Our 200 plus educational representatives like myself, our 200 plus retail stores, and our 300 plus rapid rental affiliates support the start of nearly 250,000 new musicians each school year. In fact, we do have a nearby location in Clay, New York on Route 31, across from the Great Northern Mall. They are there to help ensure any local support for you and your child's program. Our local presence, combined with our online offerings and my personal service, makes us the most accessible, convenient, and affordable provider for you. Some highlights of our rapid rental program are that you may return or exchange your instrument at any time with no penalty. If you get started out on a saxophone and you and your teacher realize that that might not be the instrument for you and you want to move over to maybe a trumpet, that's great. You would just let Mrs. Young know and I can come and do the exchange right in the classroom for you and process everything in the background, no problem. And in the same respect, if your child finds that band isn't for them, we hope that doesn't happen. But if they do want to return the instrument, of course, no penalty for that either. We have a maintenance plan that covers any repairs you may incur while you're renting. We refer to it as the liability damage waiver, or the LDW. LDW helps prevent anything like loss, theft, or damage that could happen possibly with the instrument when it's in your possession while renting with Music and Arts. So for as little as it costs for the monthly fee, it's really worth its weight in gold. Some repairs can get up in the $100, $200 price range to fix things. I would hate for you to have to pay for a rental repair. Renting with us is simple. We do have a couple of options for you this year that we're doing. We have a 2-month trial period and a 10-month trial period. The 2-month period is $15 for most instruments, covers your first 2 months of the instrument and the LDW. $150 covers your first 10 months of most instruments, and then $25 covers your LDW. For both trial periods, once your trial periods end, it goes to $20 a month for most instruments and $7 a month for the LDW. There's nothing that you have to do when your trial periods end. It will just automatically go to a month-to-month fee. So that's about it. Before you get started, something to note, you're most likely, of course, going to select fall for your shipping in the online order section where we're going to choose school delivery, ship to school. I'm going to go through all that with you. You have a couple of options there. I am in your district every Monday. So I'm going to share my screen again. And I'm just going to walk us through a rental and show you how easy it is to get this done. www.musicarts.com/rentals. So we're going to scroll down the page here and you're going to type in your zip code and you're going to select your student's grade level and you're going to hit search. You don't have to put the school name in because it's going to pop up for you. Emerson J. Dillon Middle School. Choose your school. And then go ahead and select what instrument has been okayed by Mrs. Young with your student. Let's say today you're going to go for a clarinet. So here are our 2 trial periods, and it really is just up to your budget and what you can afford today and what you'd like to start with. So choose what you would prefer, the 2-month or the 10-month trial period. Right now, I'm going to choose 2 months for this example's sake. If you do nothing, the liability damage waiver is already checked and will come included. If you try to uncheck it and go through the rest of the rental without it, it's just going to give you other reasons why not to do that. I've had literal situations where parents have run over their student's instrument in the driveway, and yes, we just replaced it. No fee, no question asked. So accept that LDW and hit continue. So Mrs. Young and I have already discussed in the background things like brands for instruments, what book your child will be needing to go through for their lessons, what strength reed she prefers your students start out on, things like a music stand that are just, gives best practice at home when you're making your unique practice space in your home. For the $15 that the music stand costs, I know that I still have mine from when I was in band back in elementary school. So those things last forever. So again, like the LDW, if you do nothing, all of these items are going to remain checked and are going to go into your cart. So today, for this example, I know Mrs. Young said we weren't in need of a metronome, and I apologize. I will take that right out of there. You don't need the metronome, and you don't necessarily need a box of 3 and a box of 10 reeds. So again, whatever you can afford. Reeds are an ongoing cost for an instrument like a clarinet or a saxophone. So if you want to get yourself a package to have on hand, your rental will come with 1, if not 2 reeds to get your kiddo started, but then it'll be up to you beyond that. So today I'm going to leave the box of 10 checked. I'm going to leave the music stand and absolutely your book. Mrs. Young is using the Standard of Excellence series, all book 1. So there's your book for you. And here's also a nice swab that has a weighted tail that goes through the instrument for your student to be able to clean their instrument properly. Again, let's say you have, something at home that you feel that you can use, like a handkerchief or anything comparable to that, and you don't need the swab today. Let's go ahead and uncheck it. So right now we'll hit continue with the items I've selected. You're going to enter your student's name. You're going to enter your name, and just enter your name as it appears on your credit card. So if your middle initial is included, put it in this space because it will bounce you back to this page if it's included on your credit card. But if you maybe forgot to put it here, then you will need your license or your government issued ID handy. I know our license is a 9-digit number, so I'll just enter this for example. You're going to scroll down, and these are all of our terms and conditions, and you'll want to scroll through this and just learn a bit about our program and what you're signing on for with your instrument rental, and click that you accept the terms and conditions and add to cart. So now you will see your clarinet, you'll see your 2-month trial period, your liability damage waiver, you have your music stand, you have your book, and you have some backup reads, and you are all set. So at this time, you would just hit checkout. And create an account is important because we're working on in the background right now. What I forgot to mention, 100% of your rental payment accrues in the background as credit toward the purchase of an instrument down the road if you would like. So in this section, at this time, we're working in the background for it to be visible to you. Let's say your kiddo continues to play, they get up into that 9th grade high school level, and they're going to keep playing their instrument. So you've had a few years of rental payments that you've been backing up in a bank in the background. So at this time, you would just reach out to myself or our customer service or the retail store. Any one of us can pull up what your credit number is. But at that time, it might make sense for you to use your credit, purchase an instrument, and then you would just be done with rental for the remaining high school years for your student playing an instrument. So yes, create an account. That was a long way of saying create an account because there's great info to be seen there coming soon. I already have one, so I'm going to log in. Shipping information. So you have a couple of options here. Ship to home, there's a fee to that. It's going to charge another $9.99 to have it shipped to your house. And I know that most teachers, Mrs. Young included, prefer that the student doesn't really try to put the instrument together by themselves for the first time. We would hate to see something go wrong, out of the gate without them even, having their first lesson or their first teaching on how to put things together properly. So I would just skip over that, and you can either pick up at the store, which there's our music and art store that I had talked about earlier. There are their hours, their phone number. You do have to go in the store. They are not able to do a rental over the phone. You would have to actually go in. But if you select this while renting online, the store will call you. They can fill your order just the same as I can. They would call you though and let you know that it's ready for pickup. So you can select that way if you'd like to do it through the store, or you can just select pick up at school. Like I said, I'm in the district every Monday. So how this works is if you choose to pick up at school, I have a warehouse space in Syracuse where I have like a designated shelf area where all of my instruments are set when orders are filled. I check that daily. I go in every morning. I come back every afternoon. So I would see that your student's rental is filled and I would know that I would be bringing it to school the following preceding Monday. So I'm going to choose that section, pick up at school. And at this time, you would need your credit card handy. And again, see how it populated that. Just make sure your middle initial is right in the beginning there. So you'll enter your card number, expiration date, security code. You'll scroll down to the bottom and you'll enter all of your billing address, phone number, valid email address. And then you're going to just hit continue. It'll take you to the review page. And then that's it. You're just going to submit and away it goes and you're all set. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in today to learn how to rent through music and arts. If you do have any questions, please reach out to Mrs. Young. I'm more than happy. You can email me, you can give me a phone call, whatever you need to help you get set up. I am here. Again, thank you so much for your time and thank you for helping fill the world with music. Have a great day.